Greetings, you Pfizer fizzlers, you astrogenic artistes. The only thing is, I would be careful if you're on the Pfizer, because you do know that they make Viagra, and they could get it mixed up a bit in the factory and laboratory, and then you end up with a horrible shot one day. So be careful. So he's more worried about the variant. You don't want a Brazilian, do you?
No, it sounds like a sort of like intimate waxing, doesn't it, or something?
Yeah, you don't want a Brazilian.
No, no.
So Baz and Lou thrown down the gauntlet once again, 1963. I was 11 years old, and it was not really a brilliant year for me because I had to leave my lovely junior school where they taught me to play descant, tenor and bass recorder and cello, and to go to a Victorian all-girls grammar school the other side of Bristol. And I had to get up at 6:30 in the morning to get there. And it was all academic and it was horrible. And I hated that school. But I passed the 11 plus and I had to go there. So I wish I hadn't really. I would have been better off at the the secondary school.
Go on with it.
Anyway, so for music that year, it was a very strange year because we'd had all the American charts dominating the British charts, and most of the English singers, British singers, they did cover versions of American songs, and it was all rock and roll or crooners. And then all of a sudden along came the Beatles, and we had the Liverpool sound, and we had our own pop music, and we had Tamla just around the corner. So everything was changing. But there wasn't an awful lot of material for girl singers in those days because, I mean, there weren't a lot of rock and roll numbers or anything like that. But then along came Carole King. And she wrote this song in 1963 and it was recorded by the Drifters. And it was a hit. And then it was covered here by Kenny Lynch. But it was like a fairly like upbeat sort of tune. But I got into Laura Nyro in 1971, and you bought me the album, didn't you?
Christmas
and the Beads of Sweat.
Beads of Sweat.
Yeah. And there was only one track on that album that I liked.
The rest was grim as hell.
Yeah. And that was this one. And Laura Nyro recorded it around about 1972, 73. So I hope you like our version because it's based on the Laura Nyro version of Carole King's.
Loosely.
Very loose. Based on the Carole King original, Up on the Roof.
I must admit, when I first heard this record, I thought, how did she get up on the roof? I mean, you must have had a ladder, and then how do you get up to the top without sliding down? You must have had to cling onto the chimney pot. I had no concept of flat-roofed houses.
Oh, it's that's in the Bible.
Well, I didn't have pictures in my Bible, so I just had no idea. So I just thought, well, so and once I went to Spain, though, I realised you could have flat roofs and have barbecues on them and things like that.
Anyway, this is our version of Up on the Roof. Ciao, have a good week, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next week.
Ciao.
Ciao. When this old world starts getting me down, and people are just too much for me to take. Up on the roof, I climb right up to the top of the stairs, and all my cares just drift out into space. On the roof's the only place I know where you just have to wish to make it so. Up on the roof. I get away from the hustling crowd and all the rat race noise down in the street. At night the stars put on a show for free. And darling, you can share it all with me. I keep on telling you that right smack dab in the middle of town I found a paradise that's trouble-proof. If this old world starts a getting you down, there's room enough for two up on the roof.